Alright, so this is what what he's looking like so far. Cut out on the bandsaw. And we're going to start out with this saber-tooth burr in the Dremel 4000. This is cedar, so cedar don't like knife work too much. The grain's a little bit... Okay, guess that ruler didn't want to go back in there. Grain's a little bit wide if you try using a knife. I mean, it will do it. You can carve it with a knife. I wouldn't have it as a preferred carving wood with a knife, because watch. Hear that? As you're, it's like cutting that phone book. All the grain is like trying to cut a phone book. You can hear it. Hear it? It's like skipping, right? Well, that was a good one. Hear that? So normally, when it comes to cedar, I put the knives away and I break out the power tools. I mean, up in the eyes and stuff, we might use the knife a little bit, but I don't see where it's going to be that applicable. It's not going to work on this guy. Alright, so let's fire up the noisy things and we'll do the voiceover. Hello now. And we'll get on that. Alright. Here we are with the voiceover. We're using a Dremel 4000 with a flex shaft. We'll also be using a Dremel 4000 with no flex shaft. It'll be the, we'll have the flap sander with 180 grits and emery cloth paper on there. It's the cloth back emery cloth. It puts up with more abuse than the paperback does. The paperback works good if you're using it like a sticky pad. Not so good if you're drilling a hole through the middle of it and trying to put it on a mandrel. It just flies off and hits you right in the glasses. Yep, then you get a scratch in your glasses and all that good crap. And oh boy, what a mess that is. So just get the emery cloth. All right, that's my opinion. In my opinion, of course, everything is in my opinion. My opinion, and $10 might get you a cup of coffee at Starbucks nowadays. Yeah. All right. So we're cutting his tops of his feet in there. You know what this guy is? In case I didn't tell you, he is going to be my earth entry. See that that saber-tooth burr slid out a little bit, so I must not have had tight enough, so we had to push it back in. This is my element. This is my element carving. This is a mountain. It's a mountain of a man. It's a mountain man. You know what kind of feet a mountain man has, don't you? I'll tell you. He's got foothills. White guy, eh? White guy. Oh, bad uncle jokes all over the place here. And so we're cutting his legs down and we're getting his foothills put in. And you can see we carved between his legs there. We're carving his Rocky Mountain oysters. Yeah. So we're doing a little, we're getting the beard cut. We're getting the belly cut back so we can get the beard to fit in there. Love this saber-tooth burr here. Elongated flame burr. It's the green. Their lime green color. I don't know if that's their coarse. I don't think it's their extra coarse. I think they just came out with a line of extra coarse. I seen our buddy Kyle Hall, the chainsaw carver guy. He's sponsored by Sabertooth, and I do believe that they came out with a coarser, a more coarse or coarser. I don't know. It's one of those. Forgive my English. I'm just a Michigan hillbilly. It's more coarse or coarser. Orange burr. Okay, and they have white, which is a finer or more fine. Finer or more fine? I don't know. Okay, I gotta get out my dictionary, my thesaurus, and but I don't got it. So, right, that's what we're gonna do. Anyway, I believe that's the finer of the burrs in saber-tooth. You would have to go to saber-tooth to actually look that up, because I am not definitely for sure about that or anything. I know I'm here. I know I'm carving. And you can see we're running 2.5 times the speed, in case you all were wondering how fast are you carving, Rob. 2.5 times faster than I would normally carve. This will be a 2-part video. Because I've got like 6 hours in carving this guy, and he's not even done yet. Not even done. So we've sped up some footage and skipped some footage and all that good stuff. I didn't show you how to carve the eyes because I don't feel I'm good enough to teach anybody how to carve eyes. Right? I'm just a hack with a Dremel. Alright. So we're getting them all shaped up here. Getting his back country, his back mountains carved in there. Yeah, getting the back of his front carved in. And we're cutting his shoulders in there. A lot of material to move here. Probably at this point, I probably should have switched over to my Kutzall Extreme Flame Burr. You know how much I love that Kutzall Extreme Flame Burr. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I do like this guy, though, the saber-tooth. Now, if Kutzall would make a burr like this with that long nose on it, you know I would buy it. In a heartbeat, I would buy it. But they don't, so I have to buy these ones when I want to get, I like that real tight end on that thing. It really gets into the cracks good, you know. Yeah, it gives you that nice smooth, like what you would get with a knife cut. I really like it. But speaking of Kutzall, if you would like to save 5% on your Kutzall burr order, use the code CARVEROB in all capital letters. That's CARVEROB in all capital letters. And save yourself 5% on your next Kutzall order. If you want to. You know, it helps out the channel. I get a couple pennies. Or they send me some burrs, you know, that we get to use for carving this kind of stuff here. So I am a Kutzall affiliate, and I am not hiding it from anybody. All right? All right. So we sweep up the mess, suck it up a little bit, put the schnozzle back on, clean the dust off our hands, and we got our sander out, and now we're going to sand his butt. Sand his butt, sand his back. And he is a mountain man. A man of a mountain. A mountain of a man. All right, so anyway, we have our small flame burr, carbide flame burr that I ordered from Rocky Mountain Wood Carving. Not sponsored. Rocky Mountain Wood Carvers. They have all kinds of these neat little burrs like this, but you know, you're going to pay for them. I think this one was like $8 for this one burr. But I've used it for months and months and months. It definitely outlasts the Chinese carbide burrs that you get from Amazon. Amazon. Now we're going to take that down. We're going to feather it back. We're feathering the mustache back. And we're going to cut his face back. You see I shaped his the front part of his head into like a corner, right? Kind of like a corner. It's not 90 degrees, though. It's like, I don't know, probably 30 degrees each way. So it's really not, because he's got to have a big face for the mustache and the beard and all that. But by bringing your flat to a corner, by taking the sides of a flat and driving it into a corner, carving it into a corner, It gets that nose off the face for you. Trying to carve a face on a flat piece of wood will probably be one of the harder things that you carve, because you have to take away so much wood from the flat. That's why even with my little basswood guys, you'll always see, if I'm doing it on a flat side of the wood, I always come in and I 45, I knock it back. I give it that triangle face, like your face is kind of shaped, has that point where your nose is, right? So your head's shaped like an egg, but it's also shaped like a triangle. Kind of, if you get my drift. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know what I'm talking about. So that's the way I do it anyway. I always try bringing that into a point to the nose by angling the face back, and you can see it angles your beard back, gives you that round shape to your face that you're carving. It works well for me, that's all I can say about it, is it works well for me. It's just one of the ways that I learned how to do it, from watching, Doug Linker and a bunch of you, Scott Carves, a bunch of the YouTube people, makers, the way they do it. And I don't try copying anybody. I try using their technique, okay? But it ultimately ends up being nothing like theirs, or nowhere near as good as theirs. But it is what it is, and this is my style. Actually, it's my style and about 50 other people's styles on YouTube that I've crushed into a ball of Just CARVEROB goo. All right. So, and that's what it comes out as. This is a mountain, but I can see it wouldn't be hard to change it into a Bigfoot, the old Sasquatch. Real easy, I think. It would be easy to turn him into that. But it's not a Sasquatch. It's a mountain. It's a man. It's a mountain of a man. Yeah. And we will bring that feature out more in the detailing. Like his arms might be rocks. We might end up carving his arms like rocks or something. I don't know. We're way far away from that part of it yet. Right? So we're getting them all rounded up here. We're back to the saber-tooth burr, pointy burr there. And we're rounding them out. He's coming along fine. You see I got one arm pointed forward and one arm hanging down straight. That block on the end there will be a hand, and I had just realized that there's no way that other arm is going to work out for me. I'm going to have to make a hand and put it on there. So we'll have to cut that arm back a little bit and use the bamboo, the shish kebab sticks. The shish kebab sticks. They are super tough shish kebab sticks made out of bamboo. They are super tough, guys. And they work real well for pinning parts on. Like, we're going to have to glue that hand on, but we're not just butting it up and gluing it. We will drill it and shish kebab it. Right? All right. That's what we're going to do. Share, subscribe, and like. Hit that like button. And it helps out the channel, so please hit the like button. And we're going to say thanks to Jordy over at Carve Fusion for all the help that he has provided us through the years that we've been doing this. We're going to say hi to Ben at Studio on the Lake, and Matt over at Matt Carves, and Sean Brooks, and Dan Capio, CARPIO. Go check him out. He's a knife carver, a whittler. He just carved Popeye, came out pretty slick. And yep, that's going to be it for this one, guys. So share, subscribe, like, leave a comment. Thanks to all you guys that bought me a cup of coffee this week. I appreciate it. It's never expected, but always appreciated. So stay awesome, carve something awesome, and we'll catch you on the next one.